What's up guys, Gary7 here and welcome to episode 24 of my City Skyline Let's Play series here on Devon Valley. So, hopefully this time I record this is going to work, but we've got a major issue with goods which we've had for the last few episodes. We added our oil industry which now has an issue with not enough workers. We've got our standard industry which seems to be doing okay. Let me just connect this up because I know they're going to have an issue with water in a minute. I recorded a bit earlier where I added a new housing district down here, however it caused a major issue with flooding. It flooded literally this area here, which wasn't too bad, but then it flooded over here, and then the whole of this area started to flood. I'm not sure why when we did the water all the way down the end, but it was a bit of an awkward situation. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to move up these turbines straight away up to our turbine farm. Level terrain tool with this one here, get its size bigger. I want it to be level with this part here, so it doesn't need to be too high, but I want it to be level at least. It's this bit here that we really need to work on getting level, and then we connected it up just beside here, so again we can do that. This though caused the flooding, so we need to keep an eye on our water situation across the bay. I'm not sure why it flooded it when we did this. It shouldn't have caused any issue with the river, but we've done that now, so let's quickly rush across here, check our water levels. So this is where it came in, so let's to here. Make sure it is a nice flat plateau, so they shouldn't flood there too much, but you can see this is where it's starting to come up here, and now it's receded. But we had a massive flood here. So before that happens, I'm going to quickly build a quay along this bit. In fact, that looked nice there, quite far out. How far can we go? Gives it a nice key edge. I do like the look of it. I do indeed. And then we can, oh, don't want it curved, keep it straight there. Come down a bit further. And then we'll go up a little bit further here as well, just to make sure this doesn't flood again. Well, when I say make sure, I mean hope it doesn't flood again. It also looks quite nice actually having this walkway around the back. I wish we could blend this in a bit better, but we can maybe stick some trees and stuff there at the end anyway. So let's unpause it, let's keep a check on everything water-wise. But yeah, what we did here was we are going to add one of the dirt roads. We've not used them, and I think that, you know, it'd be quite cool to use something different. We're going to come out here. Literally going to get rid of that one. Oh, there's two little houses here. Okay, we can get rid of these two. I'm okay with that. Oh, we can't connect there because of the road. We'll have to connect here. We'll connect like so, and like so. We're going to run it along the water's edge because I think that looks quite nice. I'd like to live by water as long as it wasn't going to flood like we had just now. They'll get a nice straight connection here, and boom, that'll work. We've got a nice couple of little houses that will go there which will block off the footpath like that. Get our fill tool, and then we can even fill in these ones here. Again, small little houses are fine with me. Get a couple of shops in, because save them going all the way around then if they need to get just a little few bits from the shops. We only have a couple of small shops. The rest we can zone up as housing. Again, I don't want to go too close to the highway, but we can definitely fill some of this in. I don't want to do all of it, obviously. We want to leave some of it empty. We don't even have a massive demand for residential at the moment, or any demand actually. But hopefully this should not flood. And now we're going to get in some parks. So that was the main reason we're doing this, because down here it's got a really low land value for some reason. I don't understand why, because it's by water, it should be quite high. You know, I would personally, as I've said throughout this, like to live by water. I think it is nice. Again, not right close to a floodplain, but somewhere nice would definitely work, and it should increase the land value in my opinion. Let's stick a dog park beside this other park. That actually works quite well together there. We've got a small park here, no, maybe a medium one, can go beside these two. And you can see it's making these guys happy at increasing their land value. So we'll check again on the land value, which is this one. This is getting higher. This is still blue. I'm not sure how we're going to increase that. Maybe we're going to have to stick a park here. Could take one of these out and put parking, but if you got any tips on increasing land value, please do let me know. We've got quite decent land value over here in the main city, but again it's over in this district right on the edge where we tend to have an issue. I wish trees would up land value. I think they look nice, and you know, living near woods and stuff would, especially in the real world, would be something quite a lot of people would rather do, I think. Well, I know from experience I would, and where I live, you know, if you live near the woods and rivers and stuff, the house price tends to be a lot higher. There you go, we'll do that just to deaden the sound there. So yeah, this should hopefully start building in. We've got a couple of shops building in. I'm going to double check the water situation down here. We need to run a water pipe just along to make sure, and then actually we need to do these ones there just for when they build in, and there as well. But yeah, you can hear and see people upgrading. We, as I've said multiple times, we're still having major issues with people actually getting goods and then they're leaving, which is not ideal at all. So make sure that's on the abandoned buildings, and we can just go over again. I know we're going to have more of them. I know people there are going to abandon in time as well. It's basically every district is having issues. So it's not the roads as such, it's literally the lack of goods we have in our city. Especially considering some of these are right beside cargo stations. But, you know, we'll do what we can with that. I was thinking about changing some of these policies. I want to ban heavy traffic, but I also want to make a connection here, getting cargo and whatnot into this part. So what we're going to do is we're going to connect to here, come out at a nice angle, cut it pretty close, and then again we'll come up so it's smooth. I want to use the curve tool now, please. I want to connect like that. That shouldn't be too steep there, that's even better. Connect onto here. We can then start coming down after we get across this road way up. Let's have a look. We need to get this perfect. There we go. Then we can come down at a relatively decent slope, and then we could literally either connect this straight up, or we can make a mini roundabout here. I don't want to use the pre-built ones because they're not the best. So let's just get our one-way roads just for now and build a roundabout off here. So I'll delete that. Oh shoot. That was not what we wanted to do. That's the problem with changing the delete tool to big size. Crap. Right. Let's reconnect up these highways. Yay. Right guys, so we've got this weird looking junction set up here. It's not the best looking, but it is working. It's giving people access in and out of this junction here. We just need to quickly check the intersection, make sure, yep, it doesn't have that. We'll just do a stoplight there. Again, I had to rebuild all these, so we need to just quickly change these from stoplights to stop signs. Again, that one there doesn't even need to be on there, and down here doesn't need to be on. That can just be a stop. That can just be left on. That can be done like that, and maybe stop that one. But yeah, we had a bit of an issue. I'm not sure if I showed it all, but where I accidentally deleted all of this section, including half the buildings. That's why they're building in again now. And yeah, we then built this. I do want to change these. I do prefer the highways like that, two-way highway with sound barrier, but we need to just do a single way on and off, not a two-way. There isn't a single way with barrier, which is a shame. I think that would look really nice, just to make it, you know, a deadened sound over here. But you know, you can't complain too much when we've made this ourselves. It's definitely not the best looking thing, but it should work well because they've got ways off, as you can see there to the left, in either direction. So these two, they can go either way, and then on again here, and it seems to be running really fast and really smooth. So I'm quite happy with that now. Let's hope it doesn't get too busy. We'll keep an eye on our traffic. We haven't checked that this episode, so we're 80%, so that's not too bad. And you can see down this district is definitely one of the busiest, and this junction is again one of the worst. I've made this two-way, hoping that would free up a little bit more of the traffic, but again, for now this is the best we can get. The main purpose of this episode, again, we've got in this little housing district down here, which is building up now quite nicely. I do like the look of these houses. In fact, what I might do is keep some of these houses like that. I'm going to put the historical buildings on these ones. I don't want them to be too big when they're built. I want them to stay quite a nice little buildings. Again, what's this one? It's level 1. We can leave that one. Just those ones on the waterfront for definite we'll keep like that. I like that look of the bungalows. That is very nice. We've got, again, that's quite a big house, but I do like that one. We'll keep that one as that as well. That one, again, with the garden going into the water with their, their kids stuff there. Fantastic parenting that. We'll leave that one, and again we'll leave this one as low, and we can even keep that one. That's okay. These two a bit big really. What I do need to do, I wish we had the option to add paths and stuff. I'm not sure if maybe on this one, or not paths, hedgerows. Is that a hedge? It's not the biggest hedge, but it's definitely something. I need to just basically cover this up. Yeah, let's do it with a nice flower hedge for them, just because it didn't look too safe having the kids right on the edge of the water like that. This at least is some sort of barrier. It's not fantastic like I said, but again it's definitely better than what we had. Create some sort of natural barrier there. Does that look alright? Yeah, it looks okay. Definitely not fantastic, but it's the best I can do with vanilla. And that footpath going down here, I can't even delete that. But yeah, we're getting people using this. This road seems to be doing pretty well. Are we getting a lot of people walking? Not yet, because they tend to cycle on this road, as we've found out anyway. We'll leave that unpaused. Again, the industry is definitely improved. We did have a major issue with not enough workers, but now it seems to be okay. Planes are just about able to clear that there. Let's do that. Let's choose the abandoned buildings. Let's get rid of that one. These trees are dying because of the pollution, isn't it? I'm going to guess it's pollution. Let's have a quick info view and choose the pollution, which is not that one, which is the one next to it. Again, it's not too bad. This is major pollution here, but there's not a lot building wise here, so that's absolutely fine and dandy. We know this is going to get polluted anyway, that's why we've put it as we have. I don't think it looks too bad. Probably not the best place for it, right by the airport, but it's the only place we had oil on this map, which is a shame really. Delete this road. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to go onto our train lines. I'm going to connect this one up. Okay, like so. Go straight into a tunnel, as we did on the other side as well. I kind of want to go the other side of the highway, so we're connecting where that one is. Could even connect it up to the back of this junction here. I'm not sure if we've got enough space. Not really, so we might have to just come across here. Again, we're not going to see this because we are underground, so I'm okay with however it looks. Then we'll get a nice curve. Then come out onto a curve like so. I wish you could get those really nice curves that we can make ourselves. It's really frustrating. Like, why would it need to go in like that? Check the connections. Yep, that's working. One thing I've found, though, once you get to like 85, 90,000 citizens, it starts getting so much harder to get either enough goods in your town, keep your traffic flowing nicely, and just sorting everything out. I was thinking about possibly putting a canal across from this river over here, but doing that would require a lot of road work. You know, I need to rearrange half these roads again. This is at a standstill. Where are they going? Let's have a look. He's driving over to that large playground. All the way over there. Right. So these are all tourists mainly. Going to like the stadiums and things. Fried chicken. So these are all tourists that are deciding that they'd rather drive from the airport, I presume. They're going across here, around this bit, around... Oh no, because they're getting stuck here, so they must be coming from... Whatever they're doing, they're getting stuck. Having all these lanes on here, maybe we do another roundabout there so it connects these two up. we can then just do one road connecting to there. Let's have a think. Let's go to our tools, our roundabouts. We don't need a large, we can just go for a small. You guys are going to probably think this is a bit stupid and a bit pointless, but I'm thinking, why don't we connect this one up? We can probably get rid of so much of this traffic if we just have one major connection. No, I'm going to just delete that for now. Then we get our roads. We've got a 4-lane. We don't even need it as that. 4-lane with trees though, straight into the top of our roundabout. We need a curve. This one comes out and curves up. Comes up and curves into this roundabout. So they're all connecting up now like so. Then we can do one big straight road. Rather than having all the extra junctions. We could probably get rid of this one and then they'd have to just drive around, connect up to this. So we got rid of that road there completely. We could connect that up to here, or we can even connect that up to the bottom of the roundabout, so they've got to use this roundabout to then get onto this roundabout. We could do a one-way road that comes off to here to try and free up some of this traffic. Again, that junction is not too bad. Might cause a bit of an issue with some of the pre-existing bus lanes we've got, but I'd rather have a few issues like so. What I'm doing, by the way, in case you wondered why I've just redone that one, is I want to make the junctions a bit further apart. So this one used this one. Autosave. So we can come out from, I'd say, here, and we can curve down and connect up, like so. And then we've got to think these junctions will work. Don't need traffic lights, we need stop signs on each of these instead. Then we're going to do a single one-way road coming off of this roundabout to this junction. So we're going to do from there to there. We're going to change its direction from there to there. That way it should kind of free up this roundabout a little bit. We need to get this power connected back up quickly. I don't think we need to actually, because that's incinerating plants, so we don't need to worry about that. So yeah, let's hope for the best here. We'll keep an eye on it. That junction could be made a lot smoother. We can get rid of the traffic lights. These guys can wait. These guys can have a through path. These guys are getting a bit muddled at the moment, but I think it's already starting to free up this roundabout. It's just this main junction down here that we're going to have major problems with. Off the roundabout, I don't think it's going to work. It's going to cause a backup of traffic unless we quickly check this. We've got traffic lights, we don't need them on. Autosave. Once this is finished, we can sort out this properly. There you go. We'll get rid of the traffic lights for now, and we'll see if it frees up the traffic. But they're using it to just get down to this roundabout and around. I don't really want people going up this way, but we need a way for the truck, the police and stuff to use it. So maybe we do revert this back. Again, we keep toing and froing what we're doing, but if we reverted it back, it would probably help. But no, now we've got that like flowing like that. It seems to be okay. We'll leave it and we'll just keep checking it. We seem to have sorted or helped reduce some of the traffic down here as well. As you can see, it's a lot freer now than it was. By putting in our new junction down here. Again, this is a bit of a messy junction, but it seems to be working well. Coming off into a roundabout, and then they've got the option to come off, and then on and off this highway down here, so they don't have to travel all the way up into here. Come off of this cloverleaf onto this roundabout, only get in that way. We also changed this to a 2-lane So they've got a dedicated turn lane left and one to go straight on, and we got rid of the connection there that was slowing everything down. And now these guys seem to be using the 2 outer lanes, and the inner lane seems to be for these guys, just until they get past that node, so it seems to be freeing it up a lot better. So this has been more to do with traffic management, plus a little bit of building, and a lot of kerfuffle going on. And we're having some major issues again with power. So let's check. These have all got power connected up, but what are they connected to? I'm not too sure. We've got a solar updraft tower there. We could probably connect it across the highway. Just to connect it into the solar updraft. It won't even let me, come on. I need to just get beside it, which is not going to let me do it, is it? Of course it won't. So what do we need? Shops. Let's put a shop down here just to give us the power. Right there. Once that builds in, that'll connect the power across to this whole district. I've enjoyed this episode. I know it's been a bit all over the place. We have done this new little district down here. We used the dirt road for the first time. Seems to be building up quite nicely. I do like the fact we've got some waterfront housing. I do wish that the waterfront housing would improve the price of stuff, because I think the land value should be higher here, being on the water edge, but it's not, so we'll have to make do with that. We also put a key up here to try and stop any flooding that was going to happen along here, which I actually like the look of this along the back end of the Opera House, so that was quite a cool little addition. We then completely remade this road network up here and added a connection to this cargo station up to this road hub up here, allowing them to have a better connection, so they don't have to necessarily travel to this hub if they want to go out of the city to the left side. But yeah, this is what we've made so far, and in the next episode I think we're going to get our canal done from here across Birch Park and connect that up. But anyway guys, if you enjoyed this episode, hit that like button. If you're new, please do drop a sub and a follow, and I'll be back again soon with some more City Skylines. Thanks for watching everybody. Bye bye.